Hi, this is Kim from NESSP, and I am here to walk you through Lesson 2, Building a Strong Project Team. This is in the first unit, which is called Understanding the Mission of our Roads from Earth to Venus companion course. So let's get started. The guiding question for this lesson is, what is our vision for this mission and how will teamwork help us succeed? Let's go over the 5 E's for Lesson 2. In Engage, students will take a moment to consider how they convey information about themselves, their communities, and the project using only symbols. Some things that students often connect with here are logos or sports teams that they like to wear the logo of to convey like that's part of who they are. But we want them to go a little bit deeper and think about themselves as a person and their communities and how we might represent that using only visual symbols. In Explore, students will examine several mission patches from former NASA missions to try to understand what each mission was about based only on the patch. Then they'll learn more about the patches and their missions they represent. We hope that students will understand that these mission patches aren't just something that was thrown together. They were very thoughtfully created, often by the crews of the missions themselves, to represent what they were trying to achieve together, as well as each individual who was a part of the mission. In Explain, students will work in small teams to create a team name and design their mission patch. If you will have your students create physical mission patches, you'll need to supply general art supplies, whatever your students might need to do that. And if they are going to create their mission patches electronically, they will need access to computers with some sort of software that allows them to do electronic creation. In Elaborate, students will learn more about a symbol that interests them. We have some resources in there. Again, team logos, brand logos. Oftentimes there's a lot more meaning put into those than people realize at first glance. Finally, in Evaluate, students will document their work and learning for this lesson by meeting the deliverables outlined in Mission Objective 2. This includes their team name with a short narrative describing why that name was chosen, as well as an image of their mission patch and a narrative explaining the symbols and other elements of the patch. Those are the deliverables for MO2. In Extend, students can investigate NASA careers related to the work of this lesson. Some standard alignment highlights for this lesson include science and engineering practice of obtaining, evaluating, and communicating information. This is a little bit different type of communication. They're trying to communicate information about themselves, their communities, and their mission using those visual symbols. There are also some NGSS content standards for engineering around teamwork and communication. And finally, social emotional learning standards in Washington State around teamwork, communication, and cooperation to meet goals. We estimate that this lesson will take about 3 hours, and if you need to expedite this lesson, we recommend skipping that Elaborate section. For more information and support around Lesson 2, please visit our website, nessp.org. Don't forget that W in there, and good luck with Lesson 2.